Holiday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength, Holiday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner, by knockout, is Holiday. Holiday, bring it on.
Okay.
Cool.
We are now at room 4 logistics. This was where you found the video cameras and the manifest, stuff like that. We've got Jason and we've got RCH13. What would you like to do?
Oh, I thought we were going to...
Oh, so you wanted to be over here at this door. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I think
You're over here near the airlock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Looking at this airlock, is there any like similar setup to that previous door with like a hand pad or whatever?
Yeah, it looks to be pretty standard with a lot of these high security doors and bulkheads. There's several different ways to access it.
Yeah, I'm gonna flap the hand up just like onto the keypad and just let that baby run it.
You get the equivalent of an access denied. Regretfully, you are reliant upon Chekhov to read the Korean script, so you are not sure what the denial message is, but the red X is kind of a universal sign of you can't get in.
Okay, cool. Hey, J Plays XX. You want to see some shit?
Yeah, can I live stream it?
I guess.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to try to force this door open.
Okay. Let's see here.
You will try.
We'll call it I'm gonna call it challenging, like a difficulty 5, just because with appropriate tools and stuff, like you probably could get in here, but like someone barehanded would have a time trying to get in here. So we'll call it difficulty 5, and we can drop that down depending on what type of assets you have. And it sounds like you're going with might on this, like you're trying to.
Yeah, so here's the thing. First off, in my equipment, I have a crowbar. I'm going to kind of like start. I'm going to start with the crowbar. From my
that'll
equipment.
that'll drop by a level.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm going to actually use my knowledge of repair to figure out where it would be weakest in the door to kind of latch that crowbar. And then
I'm trained in repair.
Yes.
Okay, that'll drop a level.
And then I'm going to use my ability move metal. Which I can exert force over metal objects within a short range for 1 round. Once activated, your power has an effective might pool of 10, a might edge of 1, and an effort of 2. You can read on if referencing your book. Pretty much, I'm going to Super Saiyan this crowbar straight up to open the door with like gravitational energy, because that's my MO.
Okay. So, one of 2 options here. So, your move metal has a might pull, an edge, and effort. Okay? Cool. Which means that you can spend effort to reduce the difficulty. Cool. So, if you were to spend 1, 2, 3. If you were to spend 4 might from your might pool.
Yeah.
That would reduce it by 2. The crowbar would reduce it by a third point, so it would be a difficulty 2. And then you could probably throw in an assist there. We would make it a difficulty 1 if you spent some of that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and spend 4 from that might pool with that move metal. That'll pull my pool down to 6. And I'm going to roll a d20. Is that all right?
And you're just looking for a 3 or better. Yep.
There we go, 13.
So you, with the move metal, it just kind of wedges, like this crowbar vibrates. It is wedging itself so quickly into one of these seams where, like, these finger-like interlocking systems for this door work. And it's in one of those sections, and it's just wiggle, 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 wiggle. And finally, it gets to this critical point where the door releases, and you can just kind of slide the doors back. So through an act of brute force, you have opened that door.
Cool. I'm going to turn around to Jay Plays here and say, did you get all that?
Dude, yeah. This is going to go fucking viral.
All right, get this. And I'm turn and look at him or whatever kind of device or camera he has and say, humans are fucking inferior. I'm going to walk through the door.
Oh my God. Yes, that's the title. I'm posting it right now.
Wow. The
He knows his audience.
uprising has begun.
So you find yourself at number 9. Some of these I wrote descriptions for. I'll see if this is yeah. So this short corridor houses the ship's officers' quarters. 2 doors open towards starboard. One reads Captain Calliope, while the other reads Pierce and Mig. A 3rd door opens toward the bow.
Yeah,
so there's kind of a lot going on here. You've got this door at the back. You've got these doors right here. You've got this door right here. And you've got like this hallway that leads to another locked door. And I'll let you explore one of these before we switch to our other group.
All right, what I'm going to do, I think, is try to go for that 10 and try to do another of that exact same roll for that locked door to bring, because I have limited time on that move metal. It's actually time.
Got it. Yeah.
So I'm actually going to try that again.
So you've got the move metal, you've got the crowbar, you've got the repair skill.
Yeah.
Now, that's going to reduce this one to a difficulty 2 because this is kind of like the bridge door. Okay. This is like a bit more secure.
Sure.
So you'll be, you can use all that juice. You'll still spend like the 4 from the might pool.
Yep.
And you're going to be looking for a 6 or better this time.
All right. 6 or better. Let's see if we get that. A 9.
You get there. It's kind of the same type of deal. It looks a little less impressive this time because originally you were working on a 3-meter door, right? Like this massive looking bulkhead looking thing. And you know in your heart of hearts that this door is much more difficult because it's a whole lot more difficult to get leverage. It's a more secure door, but human pea brains are going to see this as a smaller door. Why did you have so much more issues with it?
Chat is not loving this. Man,
yeah,
come
so
on.
RCH13, you know that you did a good job.
Right.
You know you did a good job. This would have been very challenging otherwise, but it just doesn't look as impressive as the other one. It almost looked like you struggled with it a little bit.
They're flaming you. They're flaming you right now. Come on.
But
I'm going to turn around and say, you know what? And fuck animals too. Fuck those guys.
Our robot is not a vegan. All right, confirmed.
But now you have that door open.
Great.
We're going to go back over to before we go back to room 3 in our other party, when you open that door, you RCH 13, I'm going to give this to you for free. You hear the telltale signs, just because of like your ultrasonic hearing, of some type of electronic or robotic device coming out of like sleep mode. Like it is activating.
Okay. Do we want to continue that scene or move to somebody else?
I want to move to that scene. I want you to wallow that around in your mouth for a little while.
Cool.
I want you to ruminate on it a little bit. Yes. Oh my God, this is the content I crave.
Ruminate.
David, you're hired.
Good.
Back in the central cargo area, we have Astrid, we have Cobb, who have discovered that the bullet that was lodged in the starboard wall was covered in blood. Not just Cobb's, but somebody else's as well. Cobb, you know from your previous exploration of the crew quarters that this door at the back of the ship is probably connected to the crew quarters. It does have like a security door, but I'll give you this for free. You're going to be able to get into it just fine because you're already in a secure area comparatively. So I can go ahead and move this door and go on someplace. Sorry, my cat is being a cat. Go. My family is out of town, so he is lonely and he won't leave me alone. Yeah. And he acts like he's never been touched in his life. So.
Cat's gonna cat.
No.
It's what they do best.
Yeah, and I wish he would. 2,600 square foot house. I'd wish he'd pick one of the other square feet.
Well, you realize
it's got to be the one
reasonable.
You realize all you have to do to make this all better for us is to let us see the cat, right?
Well, now he doesn't want anything to do with us. So as soon as you said that,
see, it worked.
Now that's the kind of content.
It did work. It did work. Okay, so I have removed the locked door that leads to the crew quarters, so you can access that area.
All right. It's freaking me out.
Cobb will be able to give you details about this area. So 5A is the one that had the bodies. 5B had a single bunk that was unoccupied. 5C was kind of the water closet with a combination refreshers and showers. 5D, as in Delta, was a storage area that had the lock boxes with names on it.
Since Cobb cut his finger, he's going to go into 5C and see if there's any bandages or Band-Aids, so he can, wrap up his poor bleeding finger.
You do see a first aid kit in there, and the refreshers have like sinks on the top basin, so you can wash your hands, you can disinfect, you can dry them off, and you can put a bandage on there. The soap is a little bit antiseptic, so it kind of stings your fingy a little bit, but you know that it's clean.
I'll go ahead and hang on to that first aid kit because you never know.
Okay, it's kind of rudimentary, like the same thing that you would get at like Walmart,
got a bunch of
Band-Aids
and some cotton swabs, maybe some.
Like it's
it's a generic company like Band-Aid brand aid bands.
Yeah, aid band.
Aid band.
While I'm in that bathroom, now that I know that there's been some violence, is there any clue? Does it look as though maybe someone treated a gunshot wound in here, or did some cleaning up or cleanup that wouldn't necessarily look like average washing up?
Huh.
Dried blood on the sink. Okay, all right.
Not in here.
So Astrid, you're gonna go look at some gross dead bodies, desecrate the dead.
I am. Yes, Astrid's like she's dragging her feet. She's got like a check off, and she's like kind of like cuddling him like a safety blanket. She's like, I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go check the dead people. I'll be right back.
So, you take a peek into 5A, and Cobb's already kind of prepared you for what you're about to see. There's two laying in beds in body bags.
Yeah.
And there's another that is not in a body bag.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, to start, this bed right here against the back wall is a body bag.
Yes.
This bed right here in the corner is a body bag. And this one kind of outside of eye shot, you actually have to poke your head in the door and look. This is the body that is not in a body bag. It appears to be a male presenting individual.
Okay. And remind me, how did we know that they suffocated?
So there isn't as much of the cyanosis as there was with the body that was in logistics. So it wasn't like the bluing or anything. It is more indicative. Trying to think of how we would go about this. It looks less systemic. Like with the body in 4, it almost seemed like a very pronounced blue throughout the body.
Right.
Like long-term exposure to carbon dioxide versus this body, which seems to be long-term denial of oxygen.
Right.
Okay. Which is different.
Yes. Yes. Very, 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 very. So one person is, well, I think they both probably got denied oxygen, but one also had a buildup of carbon dioxide. Yeah, no, it's, where could these guys have been sealed up that we've come across so far where they maybe were sealed without access to air? Like HAL 9000 style. Did they could they have been sealed in, well, I guess technically the body in logistics could have been sealed in logistics and then somebody opened the door later, because that door was not locked.
Oh, yeah, question. Would we have heard Archie tearing open that door?
Which one?
Yeah, the first one. I
probably the first one.
The closest one, maybe. I mean, you're going to hear some random creaks and stuff inside the ship, just as kind of like that new house syndrome. Like you're not used to the sounds of like the house settling and everything, and the creaks and the cracks and stuff like that.
That's nightmare fuel. Oof.
Yeah. So
creaking ghost ship.
And you know that RCH-13 is not the most subtle. So when they said that they're going to go open a door, you had your thoughts as to the methodology that's going to be used. But I will say that during your exploration, this is happening simultaneously with that door number 9, accessing number 9 opening, but we haven't quite reached the point in the timeline where number 10 has opened.
Fair enough. Okay. So, it's just for due diligence. It does not appear as though any of these 3 bodies in this room have gunshot wounds, right? Or,
2 of them are still in body bags.
Let's open them up. Yeah. Let's open it up. Let's see what we see.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's tear off this Band-Aid. Well, not really. You should leave your Band-Aid on, but you know what I mean.
Do you want the one against the far wall or the one in the corner?
Corner. Let's do corner.
Corner. I have to check my notes here real quick. Yeah. This one has a gunshot wound, basically like center sternum. You know that without proper treatment, this would probably be fatal very quickly.
So let's see what's behind door number 2.
Okay. You open up this one. It is a significantly more grisly.
Oh.
It looks like it has been subject to heavy machinery. Like there are a lot of like cuts is inappropriate because cuts kind of implies that they're clean. This is almost like ripping, reminiscent of like a chainsaw or something. But these are they're multiple, and even though some of them aren't very deep, you know that something that traumatic is probably going to cause some massive blood loss. And again, it would be very challenging to get someone to recover after that amount of blood loss unless they had very sophisticated medical services near them.
Oh, dear. Also, we didn't see anything around here that looked like a bleed out from a trauma like this. That means that this happened someplace else in the ship, someplace we have not been yet.
Or it happened and then it got cleaned up.
I saw the toilet in that bathroom. They didn't clean this up.
Someone hauled this mutilated thing, body, used to be a person, here, bagged it up. Why?
Yeah,
you're gonna kill someone like this. I don't know if you bother bagging it up unless you have to try to hide it.
You know what? Okay. So we know there were other people on the ship, or there are other people on the ship. Maybe this guy was the first to die. They tried to make it look like an industrial accident, and then whoever it is, maybe it's somebody who is hiding with the cargo since they were shipping illegal cargo. Maybe they tried to take out the people who were on the ship shipping them. I think there's a real chance there's a murder hiding on the ship someplace.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
This is a murder ship.
We're on a murder ship.
This is the ship where murderers are.
Okay, we should probably go find the other two, like, right now.
Okay. As you're wrapping up this conversation, this is when you start to hear the second door creak open. It's a little bit further away, and it's not as acoustically dramatic, but you can still get the echoes of something kind of crazy going on.
All right.
You should maybe not opening doors right now.
Yeah, no, that's actually we should probably just go. We're
gonna start running toward the sound.
Okay.
Guys?
You kind of make your way towards the sound, and you got the impression they were going to be working their way towards the bridge anyway, so you know roughly how to get there. It's actually fairly quick. However, you're not there yet, and we are now at the bridge of this ship. Let me see if I wrote a description here. Okay. The port and starboard walls of the bridge are lined with the terminals and instruments necessary to fly the ship. A small table and chairs sits behind the bridge near the starboard wall. A set of stairs at the bow leads to a podium 5 feet above the bridge. So if you can kind of imagine there's like a staircase, you can sort of barely see it here on the map, but it leads up to this podium, and this podium sort of has this almost glass dome, like a transparent aluminum type deal, where you've got a very good view of all angles, but definitely you can tell that this is sort of the captain's area, the comm, if you will. I had alluded to some noise as you came to this area, and I'm going to see if I can... let's see if I can find an image of this thing. And it's probably not going to be able to. I wish I could. So I will do my best to describe this thing. I'm real good at this. So this machine looks a lot like a quadruped, almost like dog, but at every joint, the rotary joints that are kind of there to help like the parts of the body articulate, they're spiked. And coming out of the back of this mechanical dog, as though they are tentacles, are these fully articulated saw blades.
Very
And
reasonable.
The light that sort of acted as like the optical lens or whatever of this creature starts blue, and at the detection of trespassers, it turns red. You know, what other color could it turn, right? It turns red. So we are now in combat. You are facing a creature known as a crazer. Like the cell phone, so you can imagine why it was difficult to slightly different from the Motorola. Motorola, if you'd like to sponsor Rad Rolls, we are open to brand new telephones. Also, after 90 minutes, Starfield is now ready to play. That's how long it took to decrypt on my machine. So that's fun. Quite a preload. I think it would have been better off like starting to download it at 8 o'clock than preloading. That's an aside. You have this robot-looking creature in front of you, and right now, the only two folks that are in, I might be able to track initiative. So let's see here. So we've got the Crazer. We've got Richie. We've got Jason. Eventually we'll have Astrid, and eventually we'll have Cobb. And then the Crazer is a difficulty 5. Can you all see the turn order?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yes.
So, everyone make a, this is going to be a difficulty 5 check to kind of beat it in initiative, and this is a speed check. So if you have anything that gives you like a initiative, like a trained in initiative, that eases the difficulty. But you're looking to beat a 15.
Yeah, I've got trained in speed defense.
So this would be initiative specifically. Speed defense is good if you're trying to
dodge. Yeah.
Speedily dodge something. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, never mind.
It's all good.
It's a 5 for me.
That's a 5.
But it's a difficulty 5, right? I rolled a 5.
Woo!
Right. Yeah, that's how it works.
Speed.
Jason,
I am a very speedy elderly sportsman. So I feel like.
All right, I got one of them, so that means I got it. It's the most broken ability.
And then Astrid. Hey.
Nice.
I got a knack. What can I say?
So, for the first turn, I'm going to skip Astrid and Cobb just because they aren't in the vicinity just yet. But we will start with Jason. You have this nasty-looking creature in front of you. How would you like to address it?
So it has like a red, like, or is it, remind me, is its eyes red, or did it have like just like a red sensor? It was blue.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, you could look at it as an eye. It could be an indicator LED.
Yeah.
This is fantasy, so it's obviously an eye.
Yeah, so
if this were Fallout, if you shot it, it wouldn't be able to see anymore. So yeah, it's its eye.
Yeah, no, that's exactly my point. So Jason's experience in video games is telling him that is its weak spot, and that is where he should fire.
Okay. So this is a level 5 creature, which means anything you do to it or anything it does to you, that's kind of the difficulty you're looking to either incite violence or avoid it. So you've got a gun that you got from an unboxing video, right?
I do. It's a laser pistol.
Is it a light, a medium, or a heavy?
I would say light.
Light, okay.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about light weapons is that difficulty is eased. So it already drops this to a difficulty 4, and that's kind of at the expense of it not doing as much damage.
Yeah.
So this is going to be difficulty 4 if you would like to shoot this thing.
Yes. All right.
17.
Easy
so, yeah. And it does help that you were aiming for the eye. So a lot of things happen here. So this is probably the first time you've actually shot this gun.
That would be correct.
And anyone who has done any type of shooting knows that usually when you go to the range, your first shot is usually your best because you don't know to be gun shy until after that first shot. And you're like, oh God, that kicked a whole lot more than I thought it would. But your idea to aim at the eye pays off because when you hit it, you do see some additional sparks. So a cool thing is that 17, 18, 19, 20, there's usually some special effects in combat. And in this particular case, a 17 gives you 1 additional damage. Okay. So you do 3 damage to this creature.
All right.
It is now this creature's turn. Let's see here. Now, I believe this is going to favor organic things. So, Jason, it is going to try to target you. So it is going to approach you. It's very quick. It's a quadruped. What it is going to do is it's going to get close to you, and these multiple tendrils of saw blades are just going to start coming at you. So this would be speed defense, and it's going to be a difficulty 5. So ward, what that's going to do is if you take damage, it's going to reduce the damage by 1.
And I have this other one, which I don't know what that does either. Oh, that one's just light. Okay, I don't feel like using that right now.
Let me see here. So
okay. Actually, that will do something, potentially.
Whenever a creature within immediate range makes an attack against you, the pattern energizes block the attack. You can make an intellect defense roll in place of the defense roll you would normally make. So you can do intellect instead of speed in case you've got like an intellect defense that works better. And then also it can potentially do some damage as well. So do you have anything do you have a good intellect defense versus speed defense?
You know, surprisingly, even though I took Foolish, my intellect is still 1 point higher than speed, I guess because I'm an adept.
Okay.
So actually, yes.
So this would do damage to your intellect instead of your
To the speed.
well, it's a speed defense, yeah.
Oh, but I have that other thing.
But it
that
would
was a
do
speed
damage to my
But I had that other thing that was a speed defense too. The item.
Yeah, so that might be optimal to use here.
Let's use that then.
Do we recall what that was? Was it the wristwatch type thing?
Yes, it was the wristwatch that turns the
24 hours
difficulty down.
Eased.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. So that brings it from difficulty 5 to difficulty 4.
Okay.
Do you have anything else that might? Do you have training in speed defense, or do you have any assets that might help?
Dude, you're asking so much of him.
No. Okay, so you'll make a so difficulty 4. So you're looking for 12 or better.
Well, that one's not going to do it. Hey, 20.
Winning.
Stupidest, most broken ability. I love it.
Okay, so a 20 lets you get an intrusion here as well. So what do you think happens when it comes at you with these saw blades?
Dude, he fucking nails the quick time event and he dodges out of the way.
So you treat this like a quick time event, like the laser room in Resident Evil, and you just like bullet time your way through this. I approve. You are able to dodge this, and I will say that your future defense rolls with this thing are going to be reduced by 1.
Oh,
because
he's got the attack pattern down, man.
Yeah, you've got his number. You know this particular phase of the boss, you've got figured out. Like, you're dialed in. That brings us to RCH 13. It looks like the meatbag and this robot are fighting one another. Now, you know that this is a Crazer. It is a military grade, and it basically always operates in berserker mode. So if you are not programmed as a friendly, it will not stop until it has reduced your life signs to 0.
Okay. So this Crazer is attached to the ship, right? This seems like issue, or is this like an anomaly within the ship?
I mean, you could certainly pick one up for security purposes for a ship, even though it's like military grade. If you've got enough money, you could probably pick one up. So it's entirely possible that this one's used for supplemental security. That's not outside the realm of possibility.
Okay, so I'm going to actually... All right. So hear me out. I would like to use scan, but I don't want that to be my actual action because I'm just trying to figure out information like of just like the special abilities scan, almost like as a bonus action. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah. So that one, I'm going to spend 2 intellect points, and effectively, it's going to tell me... you're pretty much going to give me 3 facts about this particular machine. I'm curious as to is this connected to the ship terminal? Like, is it connected to that, or is it some other entity beyond that?
I will give you 3 helpful pieces of information.
Sounds good.
Piece number 1, this is a level 5 creature. So pretty much anything you do to it or it tries to do to you, you're looking at difficulty 5 or 15 or better to be able to accomplish that. Interesting piece number 2. Like I said, it kind of acts in berserker mode, and short of destroying it or hacking it, those are really the only ways that you're going to be able to stop it. And you know that hacking it, since this is military grade, is probably closer to like a level 7. Okay. Third interesting piece of information I will give you, they kind of act independently, so it is not going to be interfaced with the ship at all. It has its own sort of programming. So this is not something that you can submit a command from a terminal and activate it. You kind of got to get up close to it and switch it on or give it commands or whatever.
Okay. Second kind of question. So this command bridge area, there's like a window kind of like in front of.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I would like to spend 2 more of my. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fling this creature at the window and I'm going to break it, and just like throw it into space.
Let me think about that.
I have a plan. Don't worry, guys.
What you are trying to do is break something that is meant to withstand the rigors of space. I would say this is I'll make it difficulty 7. Okay. It's going to be formidable. So difficulty 7, impossible without skills or great effort. And I think that applies to trying to break the transparent aluminum viewing panel that is meant to withstand the cold harshness of space and meteorites and other little micro traumas that a spaceship might face.
Okay.
You want your cockpit to be durable. So.
Okay. So to break that down, I'm going to use. I'm effectively going to get a hold of it, like it's so that I'm not like reaching my hands directly into the tentacles of saw blades that he has. That's the way I understand it. Is this guy is like, speaking of Resident Evil, is effectively a dog robot that has the when you take off the head of the Resident Evil enemy, it's just like flinging about rapidly. I'm going to take my crowbar and kind of like lodge it into that area and fling it with my. I'm actually going to use. Yeah, I'll probably use that move metal to fling it down that way. And then with my repair, can I kind of like tell if like what's the weakest part of the glass or the best piece of glass to hit with the ship?
Yeah. So I'm saying this is difficulty 7. I'll let you use your repair skill to figure out what the most optimal place to hit the glass is. That brings it down to 6.
Okay.
You are using move metal.
Yes.
Is this a new casting of it?
No, this isn't. I mean, we are only. I have pried open a door. I have pried open another door, and the robot has attacked us. And so this last door.
So you will have spent to do those doors. You will have spent about 8 might points from that pool of 10.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do 1 level of effort, and that uses the remainder of the 2 might pools. So that reduces it by 1 level. So we've gone from 7 to 4.
Yes.
I'm gonna die.
Now here's the next question. So I have 2.
Right.
I have 2 XP, right? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I can re-roll dice.
You've actually got 3.
Excuse me, 3. I can re-roll dice with XP, correct?
If I recall correctly, yes.
Okay, cool. All right, let's make this roll, people.
No. I don't like this.
All right, so what am I aiming for here?
We decided we got it down to difficulty 4, so we're looking for 12 or better.
All right. So there's a roll. I'm gonna burn an XP to do another roll. All right.
Okay.
That's a 17.
You get there.
For me. Doesn't seem safe.
Oh, what are you stealing from my hand? You're stealing something from my hand.
I'm taking 1 of the XP.
Okay, cool. Don't steal anything from my hand, brah.
So I'm taking the. So you spend the XP because you really want this to stick. So you have used your move metal. You channel your inner Palpatine, unlimited power, and you fling this thing. And luckily, it's a bunch of serrated blades with a heavy mass. And with the help of the crowbar, I think you get it wedged into the glass, and this thing's just saw blades. It's just a shower of sparks, and eventually, all of these sparks are going, or all the motion is going to cause a small hole become a bit of a larger hole, and the vacuum of space is there. He is. There's the cat right there. You'll probably start seeing him be a jerk in a minute, but the vacuum of space starts to suck this thing through this small hole, and just this vacuum starts crushing it. And I will say that your roll was probably good enough to where you have incapacitated this crazer, but you haven't created like a catastrophic hole. Like, you've kind of clogged this hole. There's still a vacuum, okay? It is a slow vacuum. If you get rid of that crazer, it's going to create a pretty large hole, and there's going to be some issues in there. But as it stands, it's kind of a slow leak.
Wow.
Thanks, Edmund, for cleaning yourself on the...
That's better than I expected. I expected to instantly die in the vacuum of space, so that's good.
I'm gonna turn to kind of J plays here, or excuse me, KJ plays, right? KJ plays. Yeah, I'm gonna turn to you and say, all right, it's a game in time. You see that terminal up there? You got to take care of that. I'm going to try to just watch this dog situation, tentacle boy, to not let it just like completely fuck our shit up. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right, go get him, Gamer Goose.
Okay. About the end of combat, everyone will be able to reconvene in this room. So this is the bridge. There's a lot of controls and stuff right here. There is the equivalent of the captain's chair up here. There is somebody sitting in the chair. They're rather unresponsive.
The detail left out.
They didn't seem bothered by combat. They lacked reaction.
So is everybody in the room currently? I mean, there are people.
Everybody is in the room.
Okay.
There is what remains of this robot sort of flailing about, clogging a hole, exposing the
sparks.
bridge. Oh yeah. The only thing between you and the catastrophic vacuum of space, there is somebody sitting in the captain's chair. But you have access to the bridge.
Okay. It's like as Cobb and Astrid walk in and be like, I think we found our killer.
May, you're muted.
There you go.
So, unless they've got a gun for a head, we're still missing somebody.
By the way, everyone, there were more people than just the 4 we thought on the ship, we think. And there's maybe multiple murderers. One of them was real keen on mutilating a body, so we think that's
It's probably that guy who's trying to open up
Any
a
blade
hole
dog
into.
killer robot.
Yeah, that thing.
KJ, you can shoutcast what we just did. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. What was that? I've been editing this video of me in that fight for a little bit of time right now. When it posts, you guys can check it out, and my commentary will be on there. But for right now, I'm not going to give anything away. I think this is going to be my next viral video after you ripped open that door. I really feel like this is really growing my channel, and it really hasn't even been that long. But my metrics are crazy today.
Right,
Yeah,
so refresher, the killer dog tentacle thing, you wouldn't know anything about it. I know everything about it because I'm an intellectually superior robot. We took care of that. Don't touch it, or else will probably die. I'll probably just get broken in some way. I'll get fixed.